All right, it is Saturday, October 17th. We are at the Stewards of Prosperity Chowdahfest, where we just heard from some of the potential U.S. Senate candidates. But I ran into Shaun Doherty, who is running once again for New Hampshire House of Representatives. And I just wanted to say hi because we've talked it in the past. And so my question for you is, why? In this, especially this year, why?
Well, first of all, I'll start back with why I ran last year and successfully got into the House was because I believe that we needed a change. And we're hearing about change with Barack Obama and the Democrats. I thought we needed a change towards a more fiscal conservative, a more streamlined government, and a government that works more efficiently for people in my generation. See, the problem I'm seeing on a federal and also a state level is we're balancing debt onto my generation and generations that have even yet to be born yet. That was my inspiration to run, and that's why I'm going to run again for the House and try to continue to serve.
Okay, on that philosophy, what are your top issues that you want to pursue in the House?
Sure. I mean, there are a couple of bills I'm sponsoring right now. I'm sponsoring a bill that will bring business education and financial literacy education to every high school in the state. There are some places in the state where that's not necessarily in the curriculum as a requirement. I want that in there because we need to learn, and students need to learn at that age in high school why the economy can be burdened with a lot of debt, and learn how to balance their own personal finances, because I think that knowledge will help us in the future and help us avoid further financial crashes and hopefully inspire good people to get into industries that will help rebuild the economy.
One of the things I see, especially among your generation, if I can kind of throw a bit of a brickbat here, is that I think our educational system is not educating the folks your age or younger as to the proper role of civics within society. So, a recent poll that I saw said, almost 39% of all people thought, what's wrong with socialism? And they don't understand. So what is your feeling on that?
Sure. I mean, there can be times when the education is not all there, or just not right. I feel just the more knowledge, the better. The more correct knowledge of history, the better. Obviously, socialism doesn't work, and I don't know anyone who sensibly could say that a socialistic system would work. But if there are people out there that believe that, then I certainly think they need a better education system. I think the education system in our state is one of the better in the country, but overall in the country, it's still not good. So we're doing okay, but we could do a lot better. We could do a lot better. That's one of my main issues.
Any other issues to talk about?
I'm sure. I mean, there's obviously inside our state budget we had 41 tax and fee increases. That's just totally unacceptable. We're running into a situation now which is not really in the hands of the House so much. After the budget was passed, that the state employees being laid off, it rejected their contract. The governor has to lay off state employees. It's an unfortunate situation to run into. I feel that while it's good to streamline government, we probably could have avoided these layoffs through furloughs and other steps. So that's another issue in our state that's huge right now, where some services could be disrupted because of it. But I believe that in the end we'll try to. I hope we don't run into a situation where we end up with services being totally cut off. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's plenty of other issues. It's great in the New Hampshire House we face 900 or so bills each session. So we get to face any issue under the sun, basically, and it's a great experience getting.
Well, let me ask you this. It sounds like you could go on for quite some time, but if somebody else has a question as to what your feelings are, what your issues are, is there a place for them to go?
Definitely. You can contact me through my website, which is repdoherty.com, or you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Twitter. If you go to the website, those are all linked right there, so feel free to go to my site if you want to talk more, if you want to ask some questions, or want to have a good conversation.
Shaun, I want to say thank you very much for taking a few minutes to talk to us at GraniteGrok.com.
All right.
Thank you.